In a small town, there lived a friendly golden dog named Max. Max wasn't just a pet, he was family. Every morning, Max would walk beside his owner, Daniel, to the train station. Daniel worked in a nearby city and took the train every day. Before boarding, he would kneel down, pat Max on the head and say, "I'll be back soon, buddy." Max would wag his tail excitedly and watch the train disappear into the distance. Then, every evening, he would return to the station and wait for Daniel to come home. This routine continued for years. Their bond was unbreakable. But one morning changed everything. Daniel left for work as usual. He smiled, patted Max's head, and boarded the train. It was the last time Max would ever see him. That afternoon, Daniel suffered a sudden medical emergency while travelling. Despite doctors doing everything they could, he never made it home. The news devastated the town, but nobody knew how to explain it to Max. That evening, Max arrived at the station, right on time. He sat patiently near the platform. The train arrived. People stepped off, but Daniel wasn't among them. Max waited and waited. Eventually, the station closed for the night. Still, Max refused to leave. A station worker gently led him home. The next morning, Max returned. Then the next day, and the day after that. Weeks passed. The townspeople noticed the loyal dog sitting at the station every evening, watching every arriving train. Whenever a train slowed down, Max would jump up excitedly, searching every face. But his owner never appeared. Months turned into years. People tried adopting Max. Some offered him warm homes and comfortable beds. But every day he escaped and returned to the station. It was the only place where he felt close to Daniel. The station workers began caring for him. Shop owners left food and water. Children stopped to pet him on their way to school. Tourists came just to see the famous dog who never stopped waiting. Max became a symbol of loyalty. His story spread far beyond the town. News reporters arrived. Photos of the faithful dog appeared online. Millions of people were touched by his dedication. But Max didn't care about fame. He only wanted one thing: to see Daniel again. As the years passed, Max grew older. His golden fur slowly turned grey. His movements became slower. The energetic puppy who once ran through the streets was now an aging dog. Yet every evening, without fail, he walked to the station. Rainstorms couldn't stop him. Snow couldn't stop him. Even when his legs hurt, he continued. Some evenings, people would sit beside him. They would tell him stories and gently stroke his fur. Many cried when they looked into his eyes. There was still hope in them, still belief, still love. One winter evening, a young boy asked his grandfather why Max kept waiting. The old man looked at the dog and quietly replied, "Because love doesn't understand goodbye." Those words spread throughout the town, and everyone agreed. Max wasn't waiting because he was stubborn. He was waiting because he loved with all his heart. 7 years passed. One cold evening, Max arrived at the station as usual. He sat in his favourite spot. The sun slowly disappeared behind the mountains. The familiar train arrived. Passengers stepped onto the platform. Max watched carefully, just like he had thousands of times before. Then he gently lay down. For the first time in years, he seemed completely at peace. The station workers noticed something was different. They rushed to him, but Max had quietly passed away. The entire town mourned. People placed flowers around the station. Children left handwritten notes. Many openly cried. Not because a dog had died,
but because they had witnessed one of the purest examples of loyalty the world had ever seen. A statue was later built near the station to honor Max. Visitors still come from around the world to hear his story. A story that reminds us that true love never asks for anything in return. It simply waits, and waits, and waits. Because sometimes the strongest hearts don't belong to humans. Sometimes they belong to dogs.